Oh, welcome to the stream. Thank you everybody for joining us. I'm Shane, and that was a little bit too close to the microphone. Good to see you back again. It is Friday, and it is 8 o'clock, and therefore it is Sketch Club time. Today we have a new topic, and I'm very excited for this in so many different ways. We have just been it's been a really big week this week because we've finally got the snow gone, the ground's unfrozen, and we can start working the garden. And we got a delivery of about 20 trees, all bare root trees here at the homestead. So if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. My name's Shane, and we are from JR Art Lab, and we live on Satori Art House, Satori Art Homestead, sorry. And we do homesteading and we do art, and that is the biggest part of our life, I would say. This week we just started planting all of those 20 trees, and we have cherries, we have we put walnut trees in, we put in what is the other one? Oh, another nut. Oh, chestnut. So we've got a bunch of chestnut trees, a bunch of walnut trees. We've got some Nanking Cherry and some mulberry trees. Last year we did different fruits. We did plums, pears, apples. We had a cherry tree that we got already, but it doesn't have a cross-pollinator, and it's getting bigger. So it's I'm very unhappy that I'm sure it will blossom a lot. It did last year. And it's grown a lot in the last 2 years, but it does not bear fruit, so it's putting all its energy into growing. We need to get it a partner so that it can blossom and become the cherry that it's always wanted to be. A bit like some humans, I guess. Anyway, thank you for joining us. If you haven't been here before, this is our logo. We have a website, www.jrartlab.com, and we teach all kinds of digital arts. So we do graphic design, filmmaking, photography, podcasting, painting and drawing, 3D graphics, 3D printing. We do private classes and group sessions. We used to have a studio in Toronto in the beaches, and during COVID we decided we were going to move online permanently, as many companies did, and that's kind of a very brief history. And we also moved out to the middle of nowhere and started off our own little food forest and vegetable gardening expedition. We also have another exciting addition to the homestead this year is turkeys. We've never had turkeys before, and currently living in my bathtub is 10 turkeys. We've got chickens and ducks, which we've had now for a few years, and they're all doing pretty well. But this year we're introducing some turkeys. So I'm calling them the turkey heads at the moment. So that's our kind of update on what's going on the homestead. The turkeys are very cute, and they're all still alive, which is always a good sign. Now, the topic of today, as you may know, we do a different subject here every week, most of the time. So the topic of today came about because we've been planting these trees. Now, I like to do something that's going to remind me in 40 years' time that, oh, that's right, I was doing those paintings of the trees because we just planted them. Wow, the trees are so big. So that's part of it. Also, to improve our art skills. So whatever we do, we're learning something new, we're painting something, drawing something, and today's will be an interesting one because I'm going to have another look at a painter I love called Carol Marin. She has a couple of good painting books. If you have time, pick them up or check them out at the library. Daily Painting, I think, is one of her big popular books. Very, very interesting stuff. Instead of painting things that are very complicated and spending years and months or days or whatever it is on the work, she does daily paintings of things that are a bit more simplified, like still lifes and fruits. Now, because today we're painting our Nanking Cherry, we're going to have a look at those cherries, and we're also going to have a look at some Carol Marin, and then we're going to paint our own. So let's get on over to the screen. I've got my little buddy over there over this shoulder, having a little nap there. He's done about 6 kilometers today, so I think he needs a nap. All right, so let's get on over to the painting screen. All right, here we are. So I've done collected these references for us. Now this is, you might not have seen this before. This is what a Nanking cherry looks like. Now I don't know if we have pink or white. I don't know how to tell that. But Nanking cherries are like a cherry tree, but they're more like a cross between a bush and a tree. So they're both bush and a shrub. Oh, sorry, shrub and a tree. They can grow up to 12 feet by 12 feet, and they produce a lot of berries. Now I did see something here saying, although they're often called a cherry and specifically resemble them, Nanking cherry is more closely related to a plum than a true cherry. Interesting. Now, these do grow here. We're in a zone 3, I think. And zone 3 is very cold, so we have to find special plants for our zone. If you want to know more about that, let me know. By the way, there is a chat there available. We're on YouTube, Facebook and Twitch. If you would like to join the chat, jump on over there. You can send me some messages. So, Nanking Cherry, this is it here. Let's have a look at some references. I was going to pull this up, see what else it's showing us here. So, here is the kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Okay, so it's a genus Prunus, even though it looks like a cherry. And it has cherry blossoms like a cherry. Prunus tomentosa. But yes, the magic of this is that it can grow in very, very diverse range of climates. Alright, so this is our Nanking cherry. Now ours obviously aren't like this, they're just sticks at the moment. We bought bare root trees. If you want to know what bare root trees are, you can send me a message or you can look it up. If you want me to talk more about bare root trees, that could be an interesting subject to paint. There's not a lot there, but they're very simple. So bare root trees come with no leaves and stuff. They're just basically a stick with a bunch of roots on it. But it makes the tree a lot less expensive. If you go to buy a cherry tree, I think last year I looked and they were about $120 per tree. And if you get bare root trees, it is nowhere near as expensive as that. Alright, so we've got, some of these are Nanking cherries, some of these are just regular cherries. I am no horticultural expert at all. I'm very much stumbling along through my homesteading journey, like many other homesteaders are. But we have collected a bunch of, I think these ones look like Nankings. They look a little bit smaller and they grow in these kind of like clustery things, but I don't really know see how this might be a regular cherry where it has this long, what do you want to call that? Green sticky bit, rather than just on the tree like this. So maybe that's why they call them, they're from that other genus, the Prunus, even though they look, this is their blossoms are very much like a cherry blossom. I'm so excited in a few years when we can drive down the driveway to come home and you'll see all these cherry blossoms out the front of our house. It's just going to be, yeah, I think this is more of a traditional cherry tree. I don't know, I'm not 100% sure, but they're kind of more like these shrub kind of trees. Yeah, so they're more like this. This is it, right? Like a short and low to the ground. Alright, so I wanted to show you some Carol Marin. Now this is a Carol Marin. Here you can see what she does in such a simple painting with cherries. I love the way she has, first of all, this beautiful underpainting toning on the canvas, and then we've got a little bit of that creeping through, and then we've got these very broad, large brush strokes, and not everything is resolved. I love how she's just kind of capturing the bits she wants to capture in large shapes. Okay, so that would be, here is another one. These two are both Carol Marine. Okay, I'm not sure if this might be someone that did a study of hers. You see, I like the way she's also turned something that's round into these sort of hard edges here. And there's a very strong, like, bounced light from the table there. Very blue and very complementary, contrasting colors. Beautiful effort put into the shadows, and anyway, I really like her stuff, so if I rant a little bit, just forgive me. Alright, now this is very interesting. I don't know if this one, definitely not a Carol Marin, but it's a very different style. You can see how different that is from this kind of large brushstroke oranges and some glassware. Alright, so I have no idea what we're going to paint today. I was thinking this is our topic, but I thought I'd just collect a bunch of stuff. We'll have a little look through, and then we'll see what springs out for us. Okay, that is springing out to me. I like this bowl. Oh, hold on a minute. Look at that reflection and the metal cup. Okay, that one's going over there. That one's going over there. I really like that color too. There's definitely our Nankings. I think. There you go. That's how you spell her name if you wanted to know. 100 Small Paintings, Volume 8. Looks like another Carol Marin here with the cup. Alright, is that... Okay, we'll put this one over there. I mean, some people surely don't like this type of thing. They would prefer to have something very rendered like this. So you can do that if you wish. That very much looks like that